All right, let's dive on in. Let me send a message over here to Bart just tell him we're getting going, but he can jump in when he's ready.
Yep, I'm just gonna finish placing my pizza order and I'll be good.
Oh. All right, and please be kind to me because this is something we haven't done in a long time. Uh, Being in like a town, having some downtime. So, I'm probably more stressed out about this session than I was fighting Ursula. Oh, because there's so much more that could go wrong now. Um,
Roll with it.
Be right back. I gotta answer a call.
Okay.
shit. Okay. Well, Josel said he would like to give the recap of last session. So I will
Yes.
go ahead. We'll just wait around then.
No worries. Oh, um, there was a thing. Two things. One, can I talk to you, Silent, sometime before I'm doing the one shot?
Yes.
Just about it, in case there's stuff that I'd like to carry over. It would just be miscellaneous items and trinkets. Literally nothing game breaking. But we'll talk later. And then,
Okay.
two, there's I put a PDF of like our loot, and I don't know if anybody had any time to go over it. See if there's
Oh, I
anything
didn't even
else.
see that. I'm sorry. What?
No, it's
Guys,
okay.
Huh.
guys, I gotta go. I'll be back in maybe an hour.
Oh,
Okay,
everything
brother.
okay?
Hope everything's okay.
My mom truck.
Oh, okay. Okay. No worries.
No worries.
We'll be around.
So that's not a problem. I'm gonna recap slash rewind just so Josel doesn't miss out on anything as much
Okay.
as we can. With Bart being gone and Josel being on, we'll just try to. Um, I don't think we're gonna be able to completely avoid it, but let me just think how I can take care of that.
Sure, we could find some stuff to mess around with in town.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We can always roleplay clearing out the bag of holding.
Not to mention, we have to talk to some
Oh, yeah.
items, whether that'll work or not.
We need to get rid of the meat that is in the bag of holding.
You know what
That's
else we
thing.
have to do?
Not
Never
it.
know.
No, not
No.
it. That's all Lorna.
It's not meat anymore, Cronus.
It's
That's
not.
good.
No.
I mean,
Then you
we'll
eat it.
see.
Put it in a stew.
Yeah.
It's
Turn it around.
gone bad.
No.
We'll kill people.
Cronus,
It's
then
only
you eat it.
like a month old.
I think I got it. I think I know what we can do tonight, and I can kind of adjust the speedometer when everyone's online.
More fights?
Okay.
We'll see. It might be a lot of interaction in between one another, but I don't want we're gonna play. Okay, so I'll give the recap, but I would love to hear Josel's recap when he comes back.
Same.
Because I don't know what he has planned, and I think those are the best recaps. But I don't know what the hell you guys are gonna say.
Uh-oh.
So last session, you guys escaped through the Temple of Neptune, hopped on your ship, and made set sail on the way back to Madeira. Along with Sebastian, Finicus, the royal family, and your group, you all in the body of King Triton. And upon your arrival to Madeira, or on your approach to Madeira, I should say. Oops. Did we gain someone or lose someone?
You gain someone.
Oh.
I'm having a very stressful moment right now.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Why?
Okay.
What's up?
She's now canceled.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
I had just started the recap. If you want to go and take over, you can go ahead and give your recap.
Nah, it's ruined, man. It's ruined.
Oh.
Go for
Alright.
it.
Are you sure? I really have just started.
Nah, it's good. It's good.
Okay. So you guys were approaching Madeira after leaving Neptune on the ship, and upon your approach, you guys encountered a ship that was off to the side that seemed to chase after you once you pass a certain point on your way to Madeira. You guys were able to evade it with some quick thinking with the little octopus and the ever burning flare off to the side. You distracted the boat long enough for you guys to get away and drop the fold the boat back up and submerge yourselves underwater. Uh, where after spending some time completely losing the ship, as you guys lost the ship, you got back on board. You couldn't identify who was manning it or who was crewing it, but you guys continued your approach to Madeira. You arrived to the capital city with several guardsmen running out to the docks to meet the ship as you pulled into port. And there was fog, and the night was dark and cold as it was a. This is the fall season, and when you guys stepped off the boat, the familiar face of Taikal recognized you all, and immediately the call to arms was quickly changed to a call to help, and so you guys they rushed out to greet you and check on the royal family, and you share with Taikal as politely or carefully as possible the news in your current audience, and you guys left the docks heading towards the palace, hoping to seek audience with the king and queen at this late hour. Um, and that's where we are going to be kick off. As you guys are in the kind of the royal chambers, awaiting the king and queen, who has they have gone to fetch to bring to you in your group.
Point of note. We brought the king's body on the ship. I assume Takal took care of him.
I thought you guys were bringing the body here to the castle.
Okay, that's fine. I didn't
But
know
he's
either
wrapped
way.
up.
Yeah, he's like wrapped up. It's
Yeah.
but people are putting two to two together.
Yeah, yeah.
The rest of the royal family's there, not him.
Yeah.
Not everyone, but it's just not very joyful
Yeah.
that they don't see King. But actually, Curtis, you are still holding the trident like on your person and everything? Like it's completely visible, correct?
Yes, it is currently like strapped to my back type of deal.
Okay, that's definitely grabbing some stares and whispers as you kind of make your way through the streets up to the castle. So, you have a few moments to yourselves to discuss anything you'd like before the Queen and King greet you all. Is there anything that you guys wanted to talk amongst yourselves real quick before?
Oh no. Who's gonna break the news to the queen?
That is a very
Hmm.
good question. It's gonna have to be someone.
Sebastian's with us, right?
Yeah, Sebastian's with
Yeah.
you.
No.
Finnicus is.
He's doing it.
I was thinking it'd be someone with tact, but Sebastian is definitely someone that could do it.
Mm,
I mean, he's most familiar with them.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Or one of his daughters.
Mm,
That may not be the best.
no. Well, no, they're family. They're
Yeah,
sisters.
they're also traumatized.
That is true. I mean, one of them may just scream out, "Oh God, he's dead!" But
If they didn't do that now, I don't think they're gonna do it now.
I
They haven't
mean,
done it before now.
None of the civilians have shouted out yet, so that's a good sign.
yeah. So yeah, Sebastian, do you think it might be best if Queen Ariel heard it from you, rather than some adventures that she sent out to save her family?
I'll probably break the news to her. I don't know. Me or Flounder. Flounder kind of struck, kind of like I don't really want to be the one to tell her either. And Sebastian just kind of takes a deep breath and I'll break the news. So I don't think it's going to take long for anyone to have to deliver any kind of message. Um,
Mm-hmm.
the sisters seem to be really shucking up, and they seem to be tending more towards the body a little bit, just kind of not doing anything with it. They're just kind of surrounding it a little bit and just kind of looking upon it. Um, so you guys are sitting here in this room discussing for some time, and a few moments or some time has gone by, and you see two familiar figures enter the room, and it is Queen Ariel and King Eric. And you, you guys are how are you guys sorted around the room? Are you guys standing in front of the body, just kind of making room for the royal family and the body, I guess, in the center of the room? How are you guys
I
positioned?
think it'd be best if we're behind the body.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Excuse me, a body?
The
Trident.
king.
Trident's body.
I was about to
king.
say, like, I was about to say, who did you murder?
No one yet. Just
We
wait.
just got here.
We just got here. We haven't done anything. We haven't had time to do anything.
As Joseph wipes off the blood off of his blade. Huh?
Okay, apparently we had time to do something.
So Ariel comes in, and it tries to keep her composure, but it's less formal at the sight of her sisters and everything, and that first takes her by surprise. But her eyes quickly darting around the room at all the familiar faces. She sees Flounder, a quick smile. Her eyes cross across your faces. Another again, she acknowledges you all. She's looking all over, kind of frantically, and you kind of see that excitement of seeing familiar faces quickly wash away as she realizes the one face that she's looking for is not there, and she just kind of looks across the room and finds the body laying on the floor by Sebastian, Flounder, and her sisters, and she just asks, uh, just almost coldly, what happened. Uh, so let me see, pull up my notes here real quick.
Is she asking like the group or like specifically looking at somebody?
I kind of like in just like almost rhetorical slash what happened, like what, how did he die? So she kind of repeats herself like how did this happen, how did he die? And Sebastian will kind of, as he said, he would volunteer. We did everything we could to save your father, Ariel. We When we first attacked, we got as many of the citizens out, but he had to stay. He stayed behind, and he kind of got trapped behind with your sisters. And it seems that Ursula was torturing and prodding him until to give him the key that he was guarding. And once I guess she knew that he was not going to give it to her willingly, she had no she came to the realization that she had no longer any need for his life. And then Atina, the oldest daughter, will speak of. She executed him. Just he had nothing. He couldn't defend himself. I mean, he was defenseless, and she just ran him through with his own Triton. And Ariel just kind of digests that for several minutes. It is just a long pause right now as she kind of stares at the ground with nothing to say immediately, just kind of looking at the body of her father.
We are sorry for your loss. It's never easy losing a family member. Unfortunately, we have more bad news, but some good.
More, she kind of just puts her hand. I don't know if I can process more bad news right now. What? Uh, if you don't mind, may I have just a moment?
Of course.
And she'll kind of step back and whisper to her husband, and they share some words privately with one another. And she comes out and she goes, "We will need to make arrangements, I guess, for my father. We've never Atlantis has never lost a ruler before. This is new to us, and I've never lost a father before, so I'm gonna have to take some time to process this. What I didn't mean to interrupt you before. What other news did you have to share?"
It's quite all right. I understand where your grief is coming from. The unfortunate news is that although we were able to save your family, correct me if I'm wrong, out of character, Ursula got away.
No,
Right.
yeah, the bitch got away.
Okay. Too many games I'm playing. Unfortunately, Ursula was able to get away, although we tried to stop her to the best of our abilities. But we were able to save many of your people, of your king's people from Atlantis, and they are on their way here.
I am very, very glad to hear that. I'm thankful that you guys were even more successful than I could have asked or hoped for. Um, but the Ursula getting away is definitely bad news, especially for you know knowing that the coven is still strong, coming up on one of their greatest days of strength is not great news. But I'm grateful that you returned my sisters to me. Um, were you able to stop her from controlling the Kraken?
No.
This is good news. Don't be mistaken, but it still seems to be a large problem to deal with right now.
At this point, I'm actually gonna walk up and hand her the trident.
And she presenting herself forward and presenting that to her. She's kind of taken aback. She's kind of bewildered by it, and like, you actually made it and created your own trident. This is amazing. This is just like the one that my father wielded. You would just and you give this so freely, Dragonborn.
I mean, it's not for
Race.
me. It belongs to your people, anyways. It is gently used, though.
Got a little bit of mileage. Yeah.
I had to give it a practice swing or two. She this is that she will actually, out of a tense moment, she will react and smirk to that to that statement. She goes, kind of expected that. Uh, thank you. And she'll take the trident, and for a moment, her body just seems to react. It just seems to give off a glow of sense, and she kind of just looks at the pole in her hands and absorbs that moment and that feeling, and just feels the weapon become attuned to her and begin to understand its properties. And she looks back at you all and will say, "How did you uh, or I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself." With this, with what else? What? Shit. Sorry.
How did we make it? Well, let's just say we had an impossible task and somehow did it.
So I'm sorry. I have a list of questions I wanted to make sure I asked you guys, but she'll ask you guys how you were able to. How did Ursula escape? She'll ask that. Like, so how did Ursula escape, and how did you guys get back out of there?
Ah, well, she escaped using through the ethereal plane, essentially. But she was badly wounded. As for how we got here, we took a portal to the sunken temple. And then we sailed. Wouldn't recommend either of those.
No.
Sailing?
No, sailing's fine. The portal, not fine.
Yes,
Well, I
unfortunately.
haven't heard anything about that. Oh, sorry, Lorna.
Nope, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, unfortunately, Anika was lost in the portal, but luckily she came back to us at a really good time.
I'm a
Lost.
lot harder. Yeah, I'm gonna end up saying words that aren't going to make sense, but portal uses a type of veil that sort of houses the spirits of the forgotten. And I just sort of annoyed the shit out of them and somehow found a way out. After getting stuck there. Don't recommend getting stuck there.
Don't plan on going over there. Hopefully, we can take the fight elsewhere. I owe you a great many things for this, returning this trident as a symbol of my people, and with the first time ever losing our ruler and father, and those person we looked up to the most. I think this will be a great aid in Atlanteans hopefully looking to Madeir for leadership and uh, help,
Guidance.
guidance. Thank you. I can't possibly replace this, but perhaps I could uh, let you look through some of my things, and you can maybe pick something for yourself of my collection. I like to collect many things, and I would I must insist that you choose something from there, and she will kind of offer to take you back off the chamber to another room. Unless you guys had any other questions for her before you guys kind of walked into the other room that she starts to wanting to leave Cronus down.
Nope.
No.
So you guys all follow, and Sebastian, Tycal, Flounder, and the sisters kind of stay back with the body as you follow Eric and Ariel back through their chambers and to what seems to be a large door that is locked. And as Ariel walks up to it, she whispers the secret word, and the arcane lock kind of disperses across the door. You see what was a normal door, a flash of light, and then the lock is released. And upon opening it, you see this wall of just knickknacks and various different items. Some seem to be crude little baubles and weird oddities, like why someone would collect them. Others seem to jump out at you right at once. Um, for example, you will see a pair of needles that kind of sit over onto one side of the shelves that seems to be knitting or sewing something in place, but not producing anything of any immediate value. But they just seem to be animated and starting to work on some kind of pattern right now. You'll see several different uh, vials of potions and elixirs lined against the wall in different shelves, and of course some money and things like that. Uh, but Cronus, I will need you to go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Uh,
So Cronus, let me just double check this. Cronus, your eyes dart across the room, and you kind of are looking at all the different things that are placed around. And then I'm going to move you to, sorry, and your eyes lock onto one specifically, and your vision goes black, and you immediately fall to the ground. And I'm going to take you to the secrets channel.
He found a dingle hopper.
shit.
Oh no.
I'll mute myself so they can hear.
Oh, I forgot I had push the talk on. So, Cronus, you got me?
Yeah.
All right. So, Cronus, your eyes are looking across the room, and you feel this. It's like pulling at your soul, your energy, your key, the thing that you just feel, that runs through you, that you're so attuned with, what everything that makes Cronus Cronus. And as you're looking across this room, your eyes lock in to an identical black orb, like the one that you've been meditating with and carrying on your person this whole time. You feel that energy get drawn into that orb away from you and shot right back into you, but it was that experience and that wiping you out has knocked you onto the ground. You're you immediately see this vision as you felt that exchange of your key energy with the orb, and you find yourself on familiar lands that you have identified as the islands that you grew up on when you were very young, while you were still part of the Ashi clan. The air and winds are whipping at high speed. It's like a storm or a tornado is coming. The sky is pitch black and lightning is striking across everywhere. And then you eventually regain your consciousness and are lying on the ground looking up at your group of friends. And I'm gonna go ahead and move you back up, okay? Or before I give you a back, do you have any out of character questions or anything about that?
No.
Okay, move you back up then. All right, Lorna, do we got you still?
Hello.
I know she said she muted herself.
Yeah, I just put something in the chat because she usually takes her headset off when
I'm
we
back.
do private things. So.
Good, thank you.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. So you guys, only a few moments has passed since you saw Cronus fall to the ground, and as quickly as he had fallen upon entering the, his eyes opened back up, and what would you all like to do?
What was he looking at? Or
Well,
what I've been able to see?
so, Cronus, you are welcome to do whatever you like. She's offering you guys pretty much a pick of whatever you're interested in. You would be able to find any uncommon magic item, any common magic item in here. Short of like some of the like what are the circlet of intellects or whatever. You would be able to find
Oh shit.
fairly what you're looking for if you guys would ask. But there are some things that are already kind of jumping out. If you
You
What's
okay,
jumping
Cronus?
out?
like I said, there's this knitting, there's magical knitting needles. There are some potions that if asked, she would identify them for you. And there is there's a silverware set that gives off give actually perception checks from everyone. Then I'll see who actually
I'm
needs
not going
that.
to because I'm fixated on something.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want to do, Cronus.
Josel's not interested. He'll just take payment.
Let's see what I get with Faye. Faye doesn't care.
So Anika, you smell this uh, wonderful aroma. What was Anika's favorite breakfast dish, or I'm sorry, not dinner dish from her home?
Probably like some sort of roast. Yeah, probably some type of pot roast with onions, potatoes, lots of butter.
But no red onions.
Like, you don't put that with pot roast, don't even.
Whoa.
But yeah.
So that's exactly what you're smelling come from it. It smells like whoever did the cooking and your family growing up, your father, your mother. It smells like it was one of their best meals they've ever made, a home cooked meal.
Well, it is my father.
It's
Because
it's just uh, lofting to your nose. And if you further investigate it and walk up to it, you will be able to see that there is some forks and knives. And looking upon it, it's a bit tarnished, some wear and tear. It doesn't look like the fanciest set, but as you remove the lid, you see the meal that you were smelling, and it's exactly that what you were thinking. And there's plenty to be served. You can make yourself a plate, obviously, with the stuff that comes with it, but it seems to be some kind of magical dinner set that will be able to cook and prepare whoever's using its favorite meals. Um,
guys, we would never have to cook again ever. Or hunt.
Really?
Yep. And then I close it and I think of like a type of onion soup. And then I open it again.
Faye, you will actually uncover, or not Faye, I'm sorry, Lorna, with
Oh.
you smelling and looking around the room, you you would notice the magical knitting needles as well. And seeing that it catches your eye, Ariel would tell you that those needles are quite marvelous. That's how I usually always have a dress for any and every occasion. Those needles can create any set of clothes for any size creature once per day. Uh, Primarily fabric, of course, but clasps, buttons, uh, buckles, those things that usually can manage. But they're quite fantastic. Uh,
Did she say that out loud or?
Yes.
yeah, she would have said that as soon as she saw it catching Lorna's eye. And then, oh, sorry, go ahead, Faye.
Those could be quite useful.
It very well could.
And then there's also a couple of superior healing potions.
Guys, we need those.
We do need those.
We do.
But also, like, no cooking.
I know.
Oh, she's willing to give each of you a choice of whatever you want in here.
Also, Cronus, what are you staring at?
And what the fuck
Is
happened
my
to you?
object out in the open, or is it kind of like?
It's a little tucked away, but it's out in the open to make such an impact on you.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over and just pick it up.
So he saw something that he liked and he fainted, just like I said.
Joseph,
Okay.
where do you come from where that's normal?
So, are you trying to hide this at all, Cronus? Then.
Nope.
So you will all see Cronus picking up a very similar, near you want to say identical black orb, such as the orb that he's been carrying around this whole time and meditating with. It seems to be an identical orb.
What do you have there, Cronus?
What you got?
What does that do?
I don't know. Like, it feels like it's meant to be a part of me. Like the first orb we found, the only reason I knew where it was because it called out to me when we were down there. And then this one did the same thing.
She
Oh, no.
you say that out loud.
I mean, yeah,
So,
they asked me what it was, or when I knew about it.
she your choice surprises Ariel, and hearing your words surprises. Wait, you found another one of these?
Yep, I will actually reach down into the bag and pull it up.
And with both of them near you, they both give off just a soft hum that kind of pulses as they are closer to one another.
I don't like that.
Just don't have them touch each other. It could cause an atomic explosion.
We don't want to die.
You could she goes, I've only heard of, I've never seen another one of these. I found this many years ago when I was way younger. I've always heard that these were part of they're part of some kind of grander spell, and that they were counterparts, but I never knew where the other ones were. Well, it seems that it's meant to be yours, and I'm glad that you have found its mate. Uh, yes, that's all you know about it for now, Cronus.
Ready?
Oh god, he's gonna be cursed. They're fucking cursed item. We're all
But
gonna die.
One of them is a thing that brings a shock to him.
Oh, that is true.
Well, no, that's
Oh
that's
no.
a that was the rock that was given
Oh.
to me. That was
This is
the 2-for-1 package with my ABC Dragon book.
Oh, okay.
Oh god.
Well, then what's the orb?
I found it in Faye's grandmother's mausoleum.
Yep.
That makes it even worse, man.
Are you saying Faye's grandmother would curse me?
Yes, she would.
Yeah.
Yes, she would.
Let's be honest.
Need I remind you, her sword's name is Scorn?
Yeah.
Yeah, and is it cursed? No, it just has like a good name to it.
It has like an awesome name.
There it is.
Oh god.
So, she'll offer all those things. If there's anything else that you guys were looking for, just hit me up. Let me know. She has a pretty vast collection. It's very possible.
Joseph was only interested in getting paid.
Do you really want those knitting needles?
I do.
Also, we're taking the silverware.
Taking the silverware.
That actually solves one of my problems, but cool.
Oh?
Oh?
That's
Don't worry
good.
about it. We'll find out at the end of the session.
Wait, why is cooking one of your problems?
Don't worry about it.
Sure, we'll take the knitting needles as well. Because I can't find anything that quick for Lorna.
Okay.
Or in
I will-
general.
I will.
It's a good
I will
it's a good
give you
item.
proper. I'll give you proper item cards and stuff. But yeah, so it's once a day. Create any set of clothes for one creature size or larger. The tarnished silverware set will generate, or once a day can be used to create any meal of the person's choice, and it is enough to serve up to 20 people.
Oh shit.
You receive 5 superior healing potions.
Ooh.
You will also receive that black sphere, Cronus, which until you do maybe start using it, you will probably have to learn its effects and stuff. But it does not require an attunement slot for you. That's, I think, the big thing for you to know. And you also receive 2 love potions, or what are they actually called in D&D? The Philanthropers of Love.
Filter of love.
Yeah, you get 2 of those. And she will also say to you, no, she would be able to do this right now. She will ask for you guys to wait for the chambers, and she will procure your payment, Josel, and the rest of your payment. Um, so do you? I imagine you guys return to that previous room with Sebastian and them, or do you guys want to do
Yep.
anything else in here before?
I'm going to hold the filter of love, like one of them, and just look at it and go, I feel like this is a trap.
Oh
Why
god.
Why does she have these?
That is a very good question. Why would
Maybe
a
she got
queen
tired of being
need that?
catfish. Ba-doom-tsh.
Oh
Mm.
no.
Does Eric have a glazed look in the eye?
He does, actually.
He hasn't said a word, he must be.
Yeah, he obviously lets the main character speak. um, yeah. So she will. Guys will go back to the other room, and after 15, 20 minutes, she comes back out and she hands each of you a pouch with uh the clanging of coins. And looking into them, you guys will see several platinum pieces in each of your
Ooh.
purses.
Ooh.
How much? Several.
Each of you have just received 250 platinum pieces each. And
Ooh.
she says to you, I know it's not exactly, we didn't see my father return and the Kraken still on the loose, but you've done a great deed saving the Atlanteans that you had and returning this trident to me, to the family that, this was supposed to be wielded by. It's something I cannot put a price on. The coming days and months and years there's a lot to learn and know. Uh, this war is not going to be over tomorrow. And until we figure out what's really going on in this world, I'm not sure what the next step is for you all. But while you are in Espa, you are welcomed here, and I want to make sure that you guys are paid for your services handsomely. I hope that this might keep you around longer if I find more work. But if your paths take you elsewhere, I understand as well. I just suggest I would hope to implore you to stay while you got your bearings and came up with your next plan or next thing. Uh, as we also are planning to see what's the next thing to expect and see from the Empress. And she'll thank you all. And Sebastian and Flounder will, once the room is we'll start talking to each other again, and the or the sisters will start talking amongst themselves. But what would you all like to do?
I don't know about all you, but I could go for some rest.
Rest sounds really good.
And some drinks. Many, many drinks.
I was actually going to
Yes.
say that. Yep.
I don't want to taste salt water ever again.
Yeah,
No.
I think we've had enough salt water for a few days.
That's being generous. At least NG.
For years. Years.
Tourists.
That's true. That's right.
That is fair.
So,
So-
first
guys
round's
can-
on me.
Deal.
Actually, I'm gonna call it an early night, or I guess it's late technically, but I got plans I need to make tomorrow morning.
For what?
Well, for starters, I'm looking for some folks, but
Oh.
considering my my past, it's hard to get certain people to talk. I don't exactly fit in a certain crowd, and I'm hoping that one or two of you, most likely either Scales or Bones, could probably join me in trying to find the information that I need.
Hey,
Well, I could do that for you. Need to get me swords in the shop, however. Need to be silvered for what's to come.
Uh,
I'm insulted. And why do they need to be silvered?
Well, in case we come across some nasty critters that don't take too kindly to your normal weaponry.
the crowd I'm going to talk to are more of the shady sort of occupations. So I need someone who talk the talk.
All right.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, maybe have at least one drink with us. Celebrate a relative victory.
Especially if they're shady people. They don't do early mornings, man.
I'll make it worth your time and tell you of the tale of Port Royal, or as it was known back then, Port Markson.
I'm done with stories.
Is a true story, however.
So are mine, but I'm just tired of it. All right, one
then
round, and I'm
fine.
going to bed.
Deal.
Deal.
I get him the biggest glass possible.
So you want something special for your friend?
Hey. He's had a rough couple of weeks. Just trying to lift his mood up a little bit.
Keep rolling below a 10.
Oh no.
All right. And he'll the man will kind of look around, considering some of the ales that he wants to serve you and your friends. This is our most popular one, and it's a dark lager. It almost seems kind of like almost like a Guinness in the sense that it's just super dark and hard to see through. But this one will maybe put your friend right where he needs to be. And this one has a little bit more fizziness. It's a lighter and paler ale, and it smells a little bit like it has some berry smell to it.
I didn't take you for a fruity drink type. Russell.
Yes, judging from Josel's character, what would I assume he would prefer?
All right, guys. I'll be back in an hour.
Okay.
All right, buddy. Sorry,
Damn.
bud.
I'll just stay in chat, keep roll with 20 rolling. I just won't be
Okay.
here.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Well, I am going to assume that he's more of a dark beer drinking person. Since
Yeah.
that's also what Lorna likes to drink for the most part.
All right. Who's drinking the great fizzy drink?
Me.
I mean, Lorna's probably going to have multiple. It's probably going to be a bit of both.
I really need to borrow that handout that you or that one book that you used, Faye, in our game. I want to use that one, but
I can get it to you real quick. I can get you that table.
I love that thing. That was so much fun.
No, I take the light fizzy one, and as often as Lorna is not looking, whatever the giant mug she gave me, I keep pouring into hers. I do drink some, but not all of it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, give me 1 second and I can get that to you.
Is it the 100 signature tavern drinks?
Yes, it is.
I got it.
Lorna beat me to it. There you go. What are they drinking?
We'll find out.
Everything.
It's definitely the Flaming Dragon. That's what we're drinking. That makes sense in the city, right?
Oh, yeah.
Not turn on in Roll20 or Discord anymore.
It might be because they have caps on.
92.
Oh, no.
Ooh, I think I know what 92 is. Oh!
Oh, that sounds like somewhere that would be in
wait.
Lorna's family.
It comes with a its own description. Well, that doesn't really fit this one, does it?
Oh.
That's your heavy beer.
Yep.
All right. It's called the Hook and Slider, Lorna.
Perfect.
Oh, sorry, no. Who's drinking this? Because I'll change the description because that's. It's just called the Hook and Slider. A cooked goat, intestine tied and filled with a heavy beer. After finishing the beer, chow on the intestines. Who would drink that? Who would
Lorna.
order that?
Lorna.
Lorna.
It's haggis. That's pretty much all it is.
It's
What's
perfectly.
what's the
normal.
other one? What's the other one?
Let's see here.
They say there's one called the Sailor's Spirit, which is 96.
Oh.
Sounds very apt.
I do like that.
Oh, no.
Oh no, what? Oh no.
no.
Can't just do that.
What did Lorna get?
Lorna also ordered a polymorphic brew. Every time the user burps, they turn into an animal. And they turn back a minute later.
And I'm pouring half of my drink into Lorna's. This should be interesting.
Oh no.
Alright, so who's drinking that one?
I'm drinking half of one and giving the other half to Lorna without her knowing.
You know what? I'll get a drink as well. I'm scared.
Alright, everyone wants special drinks?
Yes.
Yep, I'll order a special drink.
So 39, 54, 58, and 6.
39. What does Faye get?
The Milky Way Whiskey, a light blue drink that tastes like very watered down sweetened milk with a lot of alcohol. Besides giving a quick buzz, it also gives bone and dust teeth a blue fluorescent glow for 1d4 hours.
So how long is Faye's teeth glowing?
You got blue glowing teeth for an hour.
Not bad.
Wait. Can I have the 54 because that absolutely fits my last name?
What is 54?
It is the
Paladin's
Paladin's Bane. Sweet enough to tempt the righteous, and you hardly taste the alcohol. But you're gonna have a decent hangover and diabetes to boot.
Oh no.
That I mean, if you want to trade with who would be the next person? Cronus was the next person. No, Cronus, you want to trade the polymorph drink for the Paladin's Bane?
Yeah, why the hell not?
All right, and then let's see here. Lorna's gotten one. Faye's gotten one. Anika's gotten one. Curtis got one. Here's one for Bart. Let's see, 58. What is it?
58 is a fun one, I think.
A Mandrake Mocha, a hot, creamy beverage with a narcotic effect. Dulls the pain, leads you into a deep slumber. That might be nice for Josel if he's going to bed soon.
Oh yeah. I guess I'll take a 6.
In the tier of an ice giant, make this,
This
shot.
one will kill you. No. Yeah, honey in the tier of an ice giant, make this shot. The crackling blue sparkle and the jet of icy breath you have the rest of the day is you have for rest of the day is worth the expense. What? The crackling
You
blue
have
sparkle
cold
and the
breath
jet-
as you sleep.
So
It's
we're just seeing
mean.
frost come out of you every time you open it.
Yep, every time you open your mouth.
That kind of looks
Man,
cool.
this drink is too warm. Hand it over.
Josel, are you okay? He just passed out here.
Well,
I'm
I'll
not
it
just,
wouldn't
carrying
be the
him.
first of us.
I'm not carrying him up.
It's good. I'll just carry him up. I haven't had that many drinks. It's okay.
I got his legs.
Yeah, we could do this.
Has Lorna burped yet?
No, not yet. I mean, hold on. Let's see. Con save. Nope. Has Cronus?
Has Cronus?
Nope.
Nope.
What does Cronus do when he burps?
I
Same
have
thing.
polymorph as
They
well.
both have it.
They both had it. They both took a sip of it.
Very nice.
Yes. Looks like me and Bart are carrying Josel up to his bedroom.
Go ahead and make strength checks if you guys are carrying them up.
Yeah.
With advantage, of course. Or athletics. Athletics probably be better.
Guidance.
Okay.
Yep, you guys get him up to his room, no problem. Paying the innkeeper on the way.
I'll pay 5 gold
Actually,
for everything.
you guys could get any kind of rooms you want. There's multi-bed bedrooms. There's single bedrooms. What would you guys like for the night?
Do we want
Or you're
multi-bed?
welcome to stay back at the palace probably for the night. There would
Ugh.
definitely give you quarters there, but you guys
Ah.
left, so
I think.
I
Maybe we can take
will.
one for the road and go back to the palace. Pretty good
I
at doing that.
yeah.
That's always a possibility.
I get a room with 2 beds. Actually, 1 bed. Do I want to make it 2 beds? Shit.
I want the fanciest room they have.
okay.
Sleep alone.
So everyone wants their own room then.
Nope.
No, what was funny when I said that, my dog walked in.
Oh.
I'll share with Cronus or Josel.
All right. However, you guys want to split the room, just let me know. So, Crotus, would you and Bart want to pair up? Or you three want to pair up? Or girls and guys? How do you guys want to do this?
I will sleep with in the same room as one of the guys, and I'll let the other two ladies have the room. Wink, wink.
Okay. So who? So who you want to share a room with then, Lorna?
I don't care.
Okay. So
I
Crotus,
trust
who
them
you
all.
sharing?
I guess I'll just go with Lorna. That way Bart's already
Okay.
carrying Josel up.
And I
Very
gotta
good.
go with him tomorrow anyway.
I figured I would be too.
No, your rooms are right next, pretty much right next to one another. Faye and is sharing, I guess, a room with Anika.
Yep.
They're a little bit further because he asked for the nice, or she asked for the nicest room. Sorry, pronouns are hard. So she got one on the corner of the place, and it has a wonderful view of the city. You can kind of see down the road leading to the docks, and with a little bit of further ahead, you see the bay that kind of opens to where the ships come in and out of Madeira. So it's a very lovely room. There are some simple amenities around, such as fresh sheets, nice curtains, a few freshly cut flowers, and some of those amenities are also found in the other rooms that you guys have rented for the night. It's just maybe not as grand a scale as the room that Faye paid a little extra more for. So altogether, the group it would cost probably have 6 people, 3 rooms. A total of 6 gold would easily cover your night for the night.
I'll pay for everyone.
Okay. But I'm sorry, I didn't want to rush you guys up to bed. If you guys want to do anything else while you're drinking, but Lorna and Josel, you guys, or I'm sorry, Lorna and uh, Bart, you guys have successfully carried Josel up to bed.
I will make sure that he won't fall off the bed. I will tuck him in, and then I'll come back down to get another one of those goat haggis drink things. And I will keep on drinking for the night.
How can you stand that drink?
It's bloody delicious. Have you ever tried it? I think you should.
No.
Come on.
You
It
you
looks...
haven't ever been by the Vakel Islands.
Exactly.
Pretty normal.
Traditionally, we don't really have it like mixed together like this. Usually we do like a full roast on the spit with like large mugs of mead on the islands, but you know.
Yeah, surprisingly, this is actually a little better than the food.
Actually, have you been to the Vakel Islands?
It's through.
Probably not the mainland where I was.
No, I don't think so. Well, actually, I think I might have, or at least I know about it.
Yes, usually on the
I have to
mainlands. On the mainlands where, like, traditionally you can hunt a wee bit more with less covered in ice. You can get a few more goats that are a bit bigger so you can have a full roast. But probably on the outskirts, it's probably less likely that you'll find a goat.
Yeah, because you're from Galagos, right?
Aye.
I know about it.
It's
I don't
very
think I've
pretty
been there.
You should go there. We should all go there.
We should. We should go to Franzan too. It's like just past.
Would be a nice break from under the ocean.
It does involve the ocean, though. We have to go on top of it.
Oh, that's true.
I made it here just fine. I suppose it'd be fine up there.
Aye.
Although we have all this stuff here to do too. Ugh.
That is true.
I know.
How about we spend a couple days here seeing if there's anything we need to do here, and then we'll figure out where we go.
I think that's a good plan. I did need to send a letter back to the family just to, check in. see how
That's a
they're
good
doing.
idea. I should do that. However, I should do that when things aren't moving, when they're not moving. Should do it
Huh?
tomorrow.
Moving when they're not. Oh. Have you had that much to drink already?
I didn't think so, but
I mean,
then I sort of look around like, who put more of my drink back in my cup?
Lorna laughs. You think I haven't noticed, lass?
Normally you don't.
Normally, but now I have food in my stomach as well as beer.
Mm,
That is a good assessment.
so I should starve you first.
Probably. But if you really want to get away with it, starve me and give me beer, and then yes.
Starve
I
you,
think
give you
there are
beer.
other options to that plan.
Oh, probably, but
Mm.
I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of options.
Aye.
So what are we gonna do here?
Well, we do have quite a bit of money, but we do need to return Ezekiel's sword to House Firebrand. That's probably something we can do early in the morning.
Aye.
Are they
We could-
here?
Did we get a location for where House Firebrand was?
Mid-year.
Madeira.
Yeah,
Okay.
they are in a pass, just around. They kind of take residence. Well, you have to ask around. I'm sorry first, but yeah, you guys can find it easy enough.
But did they'll be near the capital? All right. I think we just have to.
It's more like the main house is in the pass, but they have to send representatives to the capital for the court.
Mm.
Yes, thank you.
I think we could ask around. Surely
Yeah.
someone's heard of a noble house like that.
Probably.
And I'd be needing to make me way to Tortuga.
Lorna, is this just my drink in my cup, or is this part of your drink too?
I don't know. You'll have to try it.
I'm scared when you say that.
I'm not, and I chug it back.
It was predominantly your drink.
I figured.
Yes.
But how predominantly, and which other one is it?
Or do they combine to make a brand new type of drink?
Am I drinking haggis mead, or am I drinking polyjuice potion with my sweet drink?
A bit of the polyjuice.
Okay.
Want to see if you hiccup?
Yeah,
Yep.
because she normally doesn't slam it back like that.
No. Oh
14.
no. Silent, what's your ruling?
There's no DC on that thing,
Make
is
it
there?
up.
No.
All right, well
Nope.
then, yeah, you're burping.
What does she
What do I turn
become?
into?
Ooh,
There's no table on that. She'll turn into a
Oh.
beast anywhere from CR1-4 to a CR8.
I got that.
9.
She is going to turn since she's drinking the haggis thing. She's going to turn into.
No, I'm not. I'm drinking the sweet one, and then
Oh, I thought you were
Apologies.
mixing them with that haggis one.
oh
you're
no,
gonna
I
turn
wasn't.
in-
Lorna did.
Oh,
I
well then you're going to
mixed.
turn into a little miniature pig, like a teacup pig.
Oh my
Lorna,
god.
what did you do to your drink?
I didn't do anything. It's the drink that I ordered. It's
How come
And-
you haven't transformed?
I haven't hiccuped apparently so far. Hold on. Yeah, I haven't hiccuped so far.
That is not
What? Oh my god.
good.
You're so tiny.
She is very small, smaller than she should be.
Exactly.
I think as a pig, I'm going to start looking around for food.
I hold out some of the haggis.
It's edible.
Exactly. And then I can
Pigs
say you
don't
enjoyed
care.
it. Nope.
And I was like, yeah, no, pigs don't give a shit.
Nope.
How long is this supposed to last?
I don't know.
It only lasts a minute. So you're already popped back into your normal form, Anika.
Drink didn't do that before.
No, it didn't.
Go ahead and make one more Constitution saving throw, Lorna and Anika.
And Cronus also has this drink.
Oh, yep, and Cronus.
Oh no.
Oh, good.
Oh, no.
Because I was going to make you fail it if you didn't.
That's oh.
All right, Anika. This time you have turned into a adorable white little fluffy mouse with big black eyes and little round pink ears. And Lorna, you have turned into a mangy black and gray cat.
What?
Oh, I dart.
Oh my! I get it now.
Are you guys chasing each other?
Yes.
I don't think I'm chasing her.
No, I'm
I'm
chasing
fairly
her.
certain I'm running.
Yep.
How long are they supposed to be like that?
For a minute. So you can do whatever you want. You can chase her around or what you'd like.
Oh, I'm looking for a
Fuck yeah.
hole.
Oh no.
Anika, no! Don't go in the... She's in
Yeah.
the wall.
It's like, because polymorph, I don't. It's the animal stats. I don't know, but there's a cat.
As soon as she would run into the wall, Lorna will kind of sit on a table. Even if there's random people there, she'll sit on the table and just watch the hole in the wall.
I'm gonna slowly go over that table. I'm sorry about that. Sorry. I'm... what are you drinking? I'll buy you guys another round.
They don't seem that that out of sorry, they're not that inconvenient, but they're willing to take you up on the free drink. And you think most cats are graceful, but Lorna seems
Oh,
kind of
fuck no.
drunketed when she gets on the table. It's not the most graceful cat you've seen.
I'm just holding the cat, walking back, and I'm gonna pay for that table's next set of drinks. How much is it?
Oh, it would just cost you another gold piece if you're covering the whole table.
Doing that.
Right, and you pop back in your normal positions. Nika, are you?
And I
did
have
you
not.
make it to the
I did
wall?
not put down Lauren, so I'm probably on the floor. Like,
Unless there was food on the ground, I'm in the wall.
Oh, you're on the.
Or-
You climbed in the wall. Okay.
I ran away. As to where I ran, no idea. I'm a mouse.
I'll say that you scurried along the ground, got to the edge of the room, and started running along the wall till you could try to find a hole. By the time you found a hole, though, the burp had wore off, and you're sitting there, find yourself underneath the table, up against the side of the wall, where two elves seem to be sitting and enjoying glasses of wine, and they look very, very oddly at you as you just appeared underneath their seating.
Lorna, now
Yeah.
that we know that it's the last minute, if you don't mind,
What?
I just smile at the elves and then head back over to my table, like I did nothing wrong.
Okay.
Except on the way, I get my own damn drink.
Right.
What are you saying, Faye?
I was still holding when you changed
Oh,
back, and with
yeah,
my strength, I
whoops.
know I got crushed.
Whoops. she will roll off of you, jump up, and help you back up. And kind of like dust you off, like, I'm sorry, cat brain.
We now know it's last minute.
Yep.
Try not to burp again.
I did very well. It just kind of stuck up on me. Anywho.
That elf couple's really nice.
Did you overhear
I'm just
them?
gonna look over them and I'm gonna mouth an elvish, sorry.
Don't know what you said, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't necessary.
How do you pronounce the group's name again? I can't pronounce it.
Kahiruda.
Oh yeah, Karuda.
Karuda.
Without the rolling of R's.
I think we've had... So what do you say? Do you think we've had enough to drink down here?
I'll probably just get a few drinks of mead, regular mead, nothing fancy for the night.
That is fair.
Bart, Cronus, I wonder what you two are doing in the morning with Josel?
Do what?
I wonder what you two are doing.
I don't know. I
Ooh.
feel like it's probably going to be a fight of some sort if he needs to talk to shady people.
I can talk to him though, see what they might know about us, or know what he's wanting.
Hopefully it's nothing too bad.
To be a fight.
But you get involved with these shady characters, and Russell himself isn't exactly a personable man when it comes to negotiating.
I don't know why I bring him you two, but
Well, who better to speak with a low-life and scum than a low-life and scum pirate?
Oh,
He does have a point.
You two aren't that bad. You saved us many
What?
times.
But I mean, he does have the experience having been a pirate.
Aye. But you never know. You could always make another life for yourself since you got a second chance.
If I want another life, I have to, I guess, get over the one I had.
And we'll help
To
you
go
do
over to
that.
Tortuga at some point.
what was
See
in
what I can
Tortuga
find left.
other than pirates?
Pirate Republic, my people. I need to go and see if there's any record left of what happened to people I served with.
Then let's do that.
Didn't we just ask people too?
No.
Like,
It's also a matter of seeing what became of what I helped build.
What did you help build?
Tortuga.
Oh shit! No.
Wasn't exactly by my design, I just had a helping hand and it was all.
See?
Just like to see how they fared without me.
I mean, we could also ask around here, see outsiders' opinions of Tortuga. If you really
We're
want
in the
to.
middle, my dear.
Aye.
The only opinion you'll find of them is they're they're pirates, they're evil.
Yeah, he's probably right.
Aye.
Wait a minute, you're evil?
You didn't know
Oh.
that?
I mean, not now. At one point, but evil's kind of boring and you get over it.
Usually do that.
We could convince that Empress woman to finally get off her high horse and let her know that it's kind of boring doing the same thing over and over again. Ah, the world shall be mine, never end in darkness.
I would pay to see that.
You try saying that to her face.
Okay.
You haven't seen her.
Wait, have you?
Aye.
Oh wait, yeah, the
In my
vision
dream?
thing we all had. Well, wait, you had a different one than I did.
I.
Because I saw the coven that we almost killed that one time.
As am I. I'm still having the coven visions or
Am I having
dreams.
coven visions?
Wait, more? I just had the one.
When we were under the ocean, it happened a couple times.
Mm.
So you dream about witches and an empress.
She's.
Oh,
Did-
yeah, and you didn't
yeah.
hear the Empress of fucking Shadows and Forgotten is coming back.
Well, I mean, I
Yeah.
kind of figured that, but
Do
well,
you,
why since then, I suppose.
do you
She doesn't like us.
She doesn't like much of anybody.
know? You know
She
that
wants to kill us?
she wants to kill everybody.
She wants to
that
kill
crosses
everyone.
her.
Last,
She wants to kill everyone, make our souls hers.
Yeah.
see, I don't think she really thought that part through.
She really didn't.
What's she gonna do in this new world? No one to rule over, nothing but darkness. I'll tell you the worst thing about it. I'll tell you the most boring thing in the universe is being a god.
Well, she didn't take everybody's souls.
I mean, she's really,
I mean,
really
suck the
trying.
soul out of you.
She can. Doesn't mean she does.
It's still pretty bad.
Well, it's
If I
not
get the
that bad.
chance to, if I ever get the chance to, I will say it to her. But it looks like she'd be wanting to hide in her little castle and wherever for now.
I'm sure somehow we'll find it eventually. Probably by mistake.
I mean, Narlock, he'll probably find us. I mean, that's how we found the coven.
That is true.
Also, didn't we help them get some artifact?
We did.
Did you do it willingly?
To be fair, we thought they were drow refugees until she
Ah.
tried to mess with us in my bubble, and we almost killed them.
We killed
I see.
2 of them.
That's true. Oh, she's really mad at us then.
But meaning that, well, she can stay mad all she likes. Without a third, she won't have much power.
Well, because remember I keep talking about Ursula and the covens? And there were like all the other witches? Pretty sure she could form another one.
Out of necessity. My experience from sea hags is that they don't really like coming together all that often unless they need to.
True, but she's not a sea hag.
She was a night
That's
hag.
true. It's a night hag.
Hag of the night.
Ugly.
I don't follow your meaning.
Oh, I
ugly
wonder if there's a
and-
day hag.
That is a good question. Is there a day hag?
Y'all are drunk.
Most hags are ugly, and some that are purple.
I think we have had a wee bit too much to drink tonight. I think maybe we follow Josel's lead and go to bed.
Alright.
If you'd be needing it, be up in about 4 hours anyway.
Oh, fuck no. Cronus, don't wake me up then.
Don't.
Just don't wake me up in 4 hours, please.
If
Just
you
be
get in a
silent.
fight, win it.
Yeah.
If you can avoid a fight, do it. But most of all, don't get caught. And with that, she sort of like stumbles her way upstairs.
And,
Yeah,
and
I'll follow. Just be like, now I know what my sister. Hearing you say that, I'm glad I don't share that trait with my sisters. I love having a proper night's sleep.
Oh, not. Yeah, sleep's great.
I,
They're always up or meditating. It's annoying.
What do they meditate for? There weren't like monks.
Well, the full-blooded elves, not the ones that are half elf, half whatever it is. My father is. They don't have to sleep. They
Huh?
just need 4 hours of meditation or something, or trancing, as they like to call it, and they can go for do whatever. It's bloody annoying.
Sounds useful.
Not when you were younger and having to study for an exam and going to sleep. Then they come barging in your room when you fell asleep.
One would say don't study late at night. But I'm not actually that responsible. I just pretend to be. And oh, look, a door. And I hope it's ours because I open it.
I think it's our door.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, wrong room.
Wrong room.
So Josel passed out uh, in your room, Bart. So are you actually going to your room, Bart, for the night, or are you just hanging out? Because I know your character doesn't need per se sleep.
He's probably gonna sit in a chair in Josel's room and then do his 4 hours.
Okay. Um, and then Anika, oh sorry, Cronus and Lauren, you guys make it to your room without too much issue. Did you guys want to do anything before bed? Did you guys want to have any further words, or just pass it right out?
Um, Lorna wants to talk to Cronus about what happened in the palace room.
Okay, you want me to split the group real quick, just because this is A and B? I'll take you guys to another channel real quick.
Up to you, Cronus. Okay. So, Lorna stumbles in the room and kind of lays on the bed. And she's gonna ask, so, what happened back there? In the palace?
You there?
Yeah?
Okay. Like it wasn't It wasn't showing my mic.
Oh, that's weird. She's gonna lay back
Which
and
part?
ask what happens.
Like which event are you talking about?
You passing out.
Yeah. I don't know. Pretty much my vision went black. Um and then I saw the islands I was raised up in, and it just felt like it was pulling me there. And it's kind of the same feeling I get when I find one of these. It just draws me to it, like it's something that's meant to be with me, or it's like part of me that's missing.
Huh. And so, do you feel like you're whole now? Like, you have two of them. Does it feel complete?
I don't know. Now I'm stuck with two of these black orbs, and I don't quite know what they do.
Could they have something to do with that symbol that you have?
Out of character, Nick. Um, is it kind of like drawing me towards that, or towards what, like, I guess he would refer to as home?
It is not drawing you necessarily to a location. That's just the image that you saw. You were drawn to the orb like it is a part of you, like it's meant to be in your possession. But that was just an image. It wasn't nothing. Well, I mean, you saw an image of your homeland. There was nothing, no feeling or emotion or thing pulling you in either certain direction.
Okay. So I don't know what it is about me that makes me want to have these, or they should be with me.
Okay. So, I also remember you saying that some people might still be after you since you walked away. Is that right?
Mm, not exactly walking away. Uh, Pretty much the place I was being raised and trained at got raided. Most of the people that are considered to be teachers were killed, and for whatever reason, they spared me and brought me back with them. Um, and like I said, I'm rather unique inside the group, so a lot of people are probably going to recognize me, and it's not necessarily something that you just forget and they forgive. The fact that I never came back is just as bad as me leaving in the first place.
Okay. So I should be watching out for that symbol that you have. Anybody has it, I'll let you know.
More than likely, if you see it, they already know you.
Ah. Okay. That's
Like, it's not a symbol that's normally just shown about, so the fact that they were flying it on a ship so freely makes me worried that they're potentially rebuilding, or the one person I fear probably had survived did.
well, you have more friends here, and we have your back, so you don't need to worry. We'll be here when you need.
Hopefully that doesn't have to happen, but I appreciate it.
Lorna nods and gets comfortable in bed and will slowly drift off to sleep.
Okay. You've both fall off to sleep to the sound of the ocean waves kind of crashing in the distance, but so you guys get to sleep fairly easy after a late night talk. It's early. It's in the early morning hours, so 1 o'clock in the morning when you guys are falling asleep. So it's a pretty late night.
As
And then I'm gonna switch you guys back to the other group, and then I'll see what they're doing.
Sure. As Lorna is going to sleep, she whispers over, "Don't you dare wake me up when you leave the room. I will kill you for that." And then she'll go to bed.
Okay. Move you guys back up.
Yeah, we're all gonna die.
I'm going to take this great time to go get me a drink.
I think that's a great idea. Oh shit, I should be back in that other chat.
Pieces of illustrate.
Sorry about that. I forgot to pull Lorna in so she could get the audio for the stream.
I can.
It's okay. No, you're okay. What did you say you want to work on creating some clothes of illustrate?
It's basically the ceremonial dress of a priestess of Illustrated, which is basically a loose, bare sleeve, single piece tunic that stops just below the waist. It's a symbol of, and it has the symbol of a silver sword embroidered into the tunic.
Okay. You will need to hold the needles momentarily. Mentally picture what you are trying to have the needles craft, and immediately the needles start uh, feverishly clanking against each other and crisscrossing. Fabric that seems to come from nowhere specific immediately starts to be go to work, and it seems like it's starting to take the form of the tray of the bottom of the dress and work its way up. It's going to take it some time to complete this, but it's already seems to be working its way from bottom to top.
I'm going to look over at Anika. We never have to go shopping for clothes again.
Yeah, we do. I can only do that thing once, right? A day.
Once a day. Once a day.
Today, but think of in a year how much clothing that is.
We need a bag of holding for our clothes.
How much do you plan to make? Also, she's saying all of this like face down on a bed, and she's turned her face towards Faye.
Uh,
You're not
as of now, I have not considered how many I will make.
You may want to get a bag of holding with all that gold we just got.
True.
Also, did anyone remember that we still have meat in Lorna's?
We might want to remind Lorna. You think now would be the best time to tell her to get rid of that meat?
Nope. From past experience, she's going to be imitating a what are those things that lumberjacks use that make the vroom 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 really loud sound? That.
That's fearful. Tell her in the morning about it, and then we will go very far away, while she gets rid of that.
Yeah.
All right. I want to take us back up to the other one. Is there anything else?
Mm-mm.
All right. Cool beans, Lorna. Or I got a message her. I didn't mean to shout at you, Lorna.
She's coming.
Sorry for shouting, Lorna.
It's okay, I just got back.
Caps lock is my push to talk button. So,
Same.
you all retire for the evening, and Josel, Cronus, and Bart, you guys are first up in the morning. You guys head off to follow up on one of Josel's contacts, and I'm gonna switch over to the other group that's not doing that right now in the morning until Josel gets back. Unless there's anything else you guys want to do before you head out in the morning, since you guys are gonna be the first.
I do need to get my weapons to the blacksmith, and I need to get them silvered.
Okay. So you definitely have to make it over there. If you talked, you could talk Josel easily into going over there. Actually, let me double check. It depends on who he's wanting to go talk to. That might be where you're going, anyways. Let me double check my notes. Oh, I think I'm thinking of someone else. It depends on what Josel had in mind for his follow up work. So, but yeah, you will have time to stop over at the blacksmith before we'll just role play that. We can actually do that here real quick. Well, let's wait till Joseph gets back in case he wants to do anything at the blacksmith too. Is that okay with you guys?
That's fine.
Okay. So, Anika, Faye, Lorna, you guys wake up. Cronus has already left in the morning when you come to. Lorna and Anika and Faye, you guys wake up in your lovely large room. What would you guys all like to do first thing?
Go to Lorna's room and knock on the door.
Yep.
You don't hear a thing.
Knock louder.
I don't want to get up.
You know, I can start playing something incredibly annoying, right?
You realize that my family plays bagpipes in the morning.
Is that a challenge?
Yes. Don't wake the other customers.
Well, then I can't win said challenge.
Ha!
Actually, here's a good question. Is the door locked?
Cronus, did you lock the door after you left?
That's Cronus' question.
Told me not
Cronus.
to make any noise, so I snuck out.
So did you sneak out through the window? Or...
No, I mean, I just walked out through the door, but
Did you lock it?
no. Why would I do something responsible like that?
Okay, then
She's in an inn. She's safe.
I'm just gonna look at the door and I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy to open it.
Oh no.
Did it have to be a funeral dirge?
Okay, you cast the spell, and the door is unlocked and busts open, and Lorna, you see the brazen heroic pose Faye and Anika standing there as the door shoots open.
I wouldn't say we were opposing heroically.
Oh.
Yeah, I like had my ear to the door and then I jump back as Faye does this.
She is not very happy to see you guys.
So
I will have Thaumaturgy come from from under right where Lorna is. She's going to hear the rumble of thunder.
So just to cap off this mood, since I don't think it could get much worse without a weapon.
Oh god.
Do you remember the meat in your bag?
Lorna sits up. Uh-huh.
I don't think
Been
it's
like
meat
a
anymore.
month.
I'm up, okay? God, you two!
Dude, look outside.
She looks outside, eyes squinting. Probably
Yeah.
hungover.
See how light it is? You should have. Come on.
Fine. She will get up. Get dressed.
Wait. Why do I smell bacon?
Why
do I smell like bacon?
What? Why do you smell like bacon?
Was I a pig last night?
You were a pig last night.
Yeah.
I was actually about to ask, are you guys, who has the dinette set? Where is it?
It's in the bag of holding.
I do. It's in the bag of holding. Oh yeah, are we paying for breakfast or are we making breakfast? Because we don't actually have to leave if we're making it.
Oh, let's make breakfast.
Okay. And I reach into the bag and I pull out the dinette set.
Yes.
Okay. Roll a d20 for me, Anika.
6.
Okay. It makes a great breakfast for whatever meal that you'd like to prepare for the day. It does it's very good breakfast.
Does it have sausage rolls?
It does have sausages instead of bacon though,
Biscuit.
but it's more like crepes, essentially, with sausage, probably a sunny side up egg,
Fuck yeah.
and coffee. Lots of coffee. Because Anika's hungover as hell too.
Good, nice, hot brown bean potion.
It's really.
Is that what you call it in the Underdark?
Yes.
That's sad.
Was there anything the three of you would like to do this morning or afternoon?
So, Lorna,
I.
Faye, what are we doing today? Other than apparently not talking to shady people.
Yeah, well, after Lorna gets rid of the meat in the bag,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you putting the meat, or how are you disposing of this meat?
You know, I'm pretty sure something in the ocean would eat it.
But see, we don't really want to. Lorna is going to take a trip. Oh my god, I can't speak.
That look makes me excited. What are we doing with the meat?
what are we
And-
doing?
And do we have to lie to guards about it?
What? Let the what? No?
Lie to guards about it.
Oh, potentially. So, what I'm thinking, ladies, is we're going to
Yes.
go down to the docks. We're going to find some fishermen. And we're going to sell it to them as really, really good chum for their nets.
Right, so we have exotic bait.
Aye. Exotic.
Fresh from parts unknown
Fermented.
that none of them have
Fermented.
ever seen before.
Aye.
What's
We
the
could
meat from
definitely
again?
make some coin.
Sorry.
Very.
What?
What was the meat from? I can't remember. Now.
It was a
Big-
rock.
It's a rock.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. The onse that you. Oh, not the onse. The rock that you killed.
Yes.
The giant
Yeah.
bird.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, was it from that or was it this the Underdark meat?
No, it was.
No.
We killed one of the smaller birds on the way up to the big bird.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I thought this was like ceiling turkey Underdark meat.
No, the Underdark meat was
Do
the
we still
basilisk.
have the ceiling turkey
No.
meat?
You sure?
Hold on.
We might have dropped that off back at the pub with the basilisk heads.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Not as bad as I thought.
No.
So meat from parts unknown.
Yes. Okay. So
We could sell that.
we could try. And you know what? Really, we don't even need the coin. It's really just something fun to do. Let you girls get a bit of practice on your charismatic ways.
You really think I need practice on that?
No,
I
I
really
think you
think we
need to
need
help
practice.
me. I really think you just need to help me try and get my charisma up.
That is fair.
Done.
I mean, I'm charismatic, but I'm
In
not.
a lovable way, but there are some people who are harder to convince
I
sometimes.
mean, like, I'm not really like a dancing type. I don't know if I can sing well. It's more like my other sisters. They were all very artsy fartsy. I
Hmm.
definitely did not take that.
It has nothing to do with charisma and everything to do with performance. Different things.
Very different things.
I mean, we can certainly try.
Yeah. So let's go sell some exotic chum.
Fermented.
Let's not
Fermented-
mention that part.
Let-
Okay.
Yeah, let's not mention it's been fermented.
Also, why is it fermented? Did the cast of Gale break or something?
Probably. May have been
Seasoned
leaking a bit.
chum. Seasoned chum.
Seasoned chum.
Also, does that mean we need another cask of ale?
Absolutely.
I'm
Possibly.
back.
Hello.
Welcome back.
I swear to the gods, if you get that polymorph cask, I will make you burp every
Yes.
chance I get.
What did I miss?
Not
Nothing.
much. We just woke up.
Hang on 1 second.
But I turned into a pig and a mouse.
So,
Alright, back.
okay.
Lorna and Anika turned into a cat and a mouse, and Anika turned into a pig. Lorna chased her around a little bit when she was a mouse. Yeah. you
Faye
guys-
picked her up as a cat, and then Lorna crushed Faye when she was not a cat anymore.
So wait, is this still the same night or is this morning?
No, this is morning.
You were
Okay.
given a narcotic coffee drink of some sort, and you blacked out.
Passed out.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna real quick. Oh, so you and Cronus and Bart have already set out for the day to go start looking for your context, Josel, in the morning. You guys stopped at the blacksmith on the way. but I'm just gonna see what Anika and Lorna and them are doing real quick, and then we'll switch back over to your group. Okay.
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 So we're
So-
gonna sell the seasoned chum to whoever takes it at the fishing docks. And then
Pretty
don't we
much.
have to like sell more of the random crap you hoard?
Yes. Out of character, yes. We don't
Yeah.
have to. We don't have to roleplay that. I'll talk to you, Silent, after this.
We should
So
also probably just see what magic stuff they have around here.
So I mean, some of the unique stuff we might want to role play out, but if some of the bulk, like I have 5 basic long swords or stuff like that, we can
Yeah.
expedite.
Oh, only
Yeah.
5.
I kind of want to role play the chum thing. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's
I want
do
to
it.
see.
Oh, we are.
I want to see your pitch.
Ah,
I want to
So-
know how much you want for this chum, this thing that's supposed to be thrown into the water as bait.
Can we do a little retro like redo something real quick? Just one little thing. Joseph's going to return the plus,
you
and
can.
he's also going to take the +1 trident from Lorna.
That's fine. As long as we don't have to
Okay.
go back in the water.
All right, that's all I gotta say
Okay.
Yep.
before we
Works.
split ways.
No problem. So Lorna, Anika, and Faye, you guys make your way down to the docks. You find a few, humans, some or some half elves, and other folk working the docks. And it's somber. It's cold. There's still fog. That's still from the morning heating up in the cold air that's from the night before. You find a few guys working on some netting and getting things ready to go onto a ship. What would you guys like to do?
So, ladies, who's pitching this?
I have a feeling this is a team effort.
It's going to be a team effort. We need to find the ones that
Or
look
not
like
the
they're-
brightest.
Yes, I will
not
look
the
for.
brightest.
I will look for fellow kind.
We also need the one who are competitive as well.
Ooh,
Take any leg up.
are there 2 groups kind of like beside each other working on netting, or kind of 2 like groups that look like if we talk to one, the other could hear?
Bonus points for if there are 2 next to each other fitting those parameters that also look like they kind of hate each other a little bit, but not enough to actually fight.
Who's looking like they want to fight each other? I'm so sorry. I don't know if you're breaking up or if I'm missing part of it.
We're essentially looking for rivals.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, rival fishermen.
Yep.
Yes.
You'd have to talk around a little bit. There's nothing like immediately jumping out at you as the rivals.
Or
do an investigation check if you guys are trying to seek that out. Let's just
Yep.
sure.
I will give whoever's doing it guidance.
I got it.
Yeah.
You
15.
have a D4 to add to that.
I did.
Okay. It takes you a little bit of time, but the 3 of you do find two groups of fishermen kind of squabbling a little bit. There's some raised voices. There's no fisticuffs or anything like that, but they're definitely having a disagreement. And just from poking around a little bit, you hear that they've had some misunderstandings about the other one messing with the other one's traps and stuff they set out and see for different creatures they're fishing for. There seems to be some disagreements on whose traps are whose.
All right, you 2.
Okay. I walk
Where?
up in between the
Hang
2.
on.
What?
Hold on.
Wait. We need to play peacekeepers. And
Oh.
by that, I mean we need to play referee.
I got
We
this.
need to even the field
I
by
got
giving them all the
this.
same thing.
Exactly, I got this.
Atta girl.
Oh god. Lorna is gonna strut her stuff up to the group and in between the two and be like, boys, surely we can come to a settlement.
They go ahead and do a persuasion check.
Okay.
Like, are you trying?
I'm
Okay.
more so just starting to get their attention.
Okay. All right. That's fine. This is a simple. Just how attentive are they to you walking over? So they're just finishing the tail end of some choice words that kind of sting, and but you walking up interrupts them and distracts them long enough to like, who are you?
I am Lorna McKinley, and I'm a wee bit of a adventurer, and we came across some stuff on our adventures, and we think that you two groups, or maybe one of you, might benefit from this stuff that we found.
Also, what she's leaving out is we both, all three of us, enjoy fair play, really.
Of
So,
course.
we want to know who's the best among you two, don't you?
The one guy will immediately puff his chest out and say, of course it's me.
Huh.
And the other one, in your dreams.
That's pretty tough talk there.
Very
What do you
tough
have to
talk.
back it up?
Well, I'd have a lot more to show for my work if this oaf wouldn't stop stealing all my stealing from my traps and my nets.
Well, you know what would happen or help with that is if you had some really, really good bait for the both of you.
Both.
And, you know,
Mm.
have a competition and no cheating, and then we can really settle who's the best out here.
What kind of bait are we talking about? It doesn't matter who has the better bait if you're going to keep stealing people's waters that they fish all the time. And again, they start bickering back and forth about
Boys,
the same thing. They were
It's
bickering at when you
debate
walked
that
up.
is very hard to come across.
aye, it comes all the way from the mainland. Does it come from the mainland?
No.
It comes all the way from a faraway island. It happens to be rock meat, and it's very, very well the
See,
words
the seasoned.
seasoned.
We found this off of a very dead, very old fisherman. But this was his secret bait.
Aye.
So now the two of you, secret bait, no stealing each other's fish. Trust me, we'll know. And I point to Faye and me.
We will definitely know.
They're very sneaky.
And whoever wins gets to be the winner. And finally know who is the best on whichever dock we are actually on, which Anika would have known before she started this whole sentence.
All right, go ahead and make a deception check there, Anika.
Oh, you don't even need it.
Okay.
Not even...
You know what? I didn't.
I'm a bard, I'm fine.
Oh God, Joseph.
They look at each other and consider your words, and after a moment of consideration, the one speaks up and goes, "Deal. I have a thing I could prove to you. I'm the better fisherman, no matter what bait I use."
Perfect. I think it's settled then. Do you have a place for us to put this bait for you?
Well, I'll take half of it on my ship, I guess, and he'll take half of it on his ship, and then we'll see who catches the most
Aye.
fish.
But it's not really a small quantity. I really need do you have barrels?
You know what? All of you, bring your traps. Bait them in front of all of us. So that way we know whose is who.
Aye.
Yes.
Well, yes. And then he'll shout out some of at some of his crewmen. They'll go get some barrels. Also bring some traps. We'll load these barrels up with what we can bait right now, and we'll bait the traps, and we'll load the rest into the barrels.
I will just start pulling out the 10 pounds of rock meat. that I have.
Soaked in a broken cask of mead in the
Yes.
bag of holding.
Yes.
It would just look. I mean, I know bags of holding are not like super rare, but it just looks funny after like you pulling pound after pound after pound of meat
And it's
out
all
of
like
this bag.
falling apart in my hands, and I'm just like, oh God, Fate, please tell me you have something that can clean my hands really, really well.
Prestidigitation.
Thank you.
I clean your hands off from the gunk and I make them smell nice.
Thank you.
It's a very weird operation. The weirdest fish market operation you've ever seen. She grabs essentially a thing of meat out of the bag, throws it over to the barrel, and then Faye washes her hands, and then she does repeats the effort over and over.
I would take all of it out. I'm not that dumb. Or that needy.
I'm just casting prestidigitation around Lorna while she's doing making the air smell nice, so she doesn't smell the horribleness.
I appreciate that. And yeah, would she know that you're doing it? Is the question. Or would she?
That is a good question.
Yeah, no, she would know that you would be doing that. So I appreciate you doing that, Faye, because this is much worse than I thought.
That's why me and Anika aren't touching it.
Also, you're welcome for us reminding you.
Thank you.
Just think if we didn't tell you now, it would have been a lot worse.
Oh, it would just been liquid at that point.
Yep.
Oh, this hangover is not making it pleasant. Oh, this is not good.
Nope, that's why I'm back here.
Yep.
Yep.
What is your 3's passive perception?
18.
16.
I have a 17.
Good. I just need to know that. All right. Anything else that you guys, after you guys help unload all these and load up the fishermen, anything else you want to do or say?
Good luck, boys. Have fun, and we'll see you in 5 days.
Pleasure doing business with you.
We'll walk off.
May the best man win.
Aye. And other than that, out of character, were the ladies going to go give the sword back, or was that part of your plan, Josel?
I was going to say that y'all can do that while Josel and whoever is joining him to go investigate.
Perfect. So, I think we're good for now. We will return the sword, but the guys can do some stuff.
Perfect. Go ahead and just do. You know what? Let's save that investigation roll. Just remind me if I say.
Yep.
You know, I just jump right into it without asking. You know what? Go ahead and roll the investigation roll.
Guidance.
Gotcha.
Are y'all just getting rid of the rock meat, or are y'all making money off of it?
Oh, we're just
we were getting rid of it.
We were getting rid of it.
We don't need money.
You got a D4 to add to that, Anika.
Do it. 4.
Okay.
4. Oh.
27.
Finding the noble representatives of the Firebrand. I'm gonna mess up the family name. It's Firebrand. Let me double check.
I mean, Bart can tell you.
Oh, yep. Sorry. How? It's Firebrand, right? That's the last name. So yes, you find some of the noble representatives of House Firebrand. No problem. But let's go ahead and switch over, and we'll come back to that after we're done with this.
Firehorn.
Joseph's Firehorn. Thank you. Why do I have Firebrand? Okay. So Josel, you, Cronus, and Bart headed out before the rest of your group woke up. You wanted to hit the ground running and start rustling up old contacts, and Bart had asked to stop at the blacksmith along the way. So I wanted to ask real quick, and if you want to go to a private chat, we can do that. That's fine. Did you have someone specific in mind that you were looking to touch base with or reconnect with?
Who, Josel?
Yes.
He's just going around asking questions because his the trail went cold and he's trying to get back on trail.
Okay.
So he's going to go up to shady individuals.
Go ahead and do, if you don't have anything specific in mind, go ahead and do a investigation check.
All right. Where's my character sheet? Did I put that away? Oh. 23.
Okay. Um, you do find some people. You have to wander a little bit out of the nicer districts, more towards the dock. Not exactly deep in the docks like the merfolk were living. Kind of in between that district and the other higher end, or higher or upper class citizens of Madeira. And after talking to a few people, you you get the suggestion that maybe there is there's someone that might be able to point you or get you in touch with some people, or at least help you out finding your next contact. And the person's name that you learn is Dolcum Iron Shield, and he works at an alchemy shop. And after you hear the name, it sounds familiar, and you recognize him from back when you were more frequently around Madeira in your younger years.
Okay.
Um, did you guys want to start there, or do you want to go to the blacksmith first? I think Bart, you wanted to go to the blacksmith first, right?
We can swing by the blacksmith.
Okay. All right. So you swing by the blacksmith, and you come into a shop that's fairly disarrayed. It's got pieces that are not quite finished. A couple things in the fire at the same time, and you see this uh, little gnome running around trying to keep up with it all. And while she is running around the room, you catch her attention, and she goes, "Oh, one of my earlier customers. What can I do for you?"
I been looking to have these swords of mine and this knife silvered if you'd be able to.
Oh, that's not too much trouble. I should have the materials, and that should be easy enough. Do you want the blades just what's the word I'm looking for? Gilded or coated, or do you want them to actually uh, be reforged in pure silver?
Uh, Gilded be nice along the edge, the silver blade to it. The
Oh,
silver edge, really.
that'll take me no time to do. I'm a professional. I have a little work ahead of me, as you can see, but if you give me if you come maybe later on this afternoon, I could probably take care of it in a couple hours. Do you want to leave it with me or come back later?
I'll be leaving it with you.
All right. Let me just take down some of your information. What is your name, sir?
Be Bartholomew Roberts.
Okay, I will put your name down here, and I'll take care of you as soon as you get back, Bartholomew. Uh, Is there anything else that you want done for you while I have these under in my shop?
Matter of fact, there is some other things you can do.
Oh, absolutely. Hello.
Ian.
What is your name?
My name is Josel Model. And I'm going to need some hinges, some chains, a few pulleys, and I'm going to need some custom made rods.
Okay. I will need to get some details specifically. What?
Also, I need 4 gears and 4 locks to go with those gears.
Uh, this will take. trying to think of which is this stuff would be if this stuff would be common or not.
The hinges will most likely be. So will the chain and the pulleys, but the rods and the gear and locks, that's probably going to be rare.
Can you explain the gears a little bit more? What are you looking to do with these? Is there And I imagine you have the drawings and you can.
Yeah, he's going to draw it out. If there's like paper and pins around or whatever, he will like draw it out. It is like a gear where it's like how to put where it's like only goes one way, but it locks the other way. Like it will only turn one way.
Yeah, like we discussed a little bit. Okay, that's gonna take me a little time to create. The chains and the hinges and everything are easy enough. I
And
think
the
I
rods, I might have to draw that on the map. I'm sorry. I'll erase it when I'm done. The rods, he's going to say, is going to be like kind of like a hook shape, and he wants two of them about 10 feet, so that whenever he wants it, he can like have them intertwine with one another and increase the length. So basically, you can make a 2-part rod, or it can be two 10-feet rods. But he wants like 2 rods with a kind of like a fork ends to them.
this is very interesting indeed. I haven't really seen something like. What are you trying to make? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm making a mobile home.
Fascinating. What? How large? How are you trying to make this mobile home? Like what makes it different?
Well, it's it's basically a carriage, but there's going to be some interiors that will be uh, customizable, moving furniture around that stays in place, folding parts and stuff. It's pretty complicated, but the idea is to have a means of transport while have a base of operation.
You get to see her brain start tinkering away a little bit, just how at the logistics and how to mechanically accomplish that, and she just seems fascinated. She goes, I would be, I would find great pleasure working on these for you, and I'd love to see it finished. There are some interesting folks around town that might be able to do some, other contributions to your mobile home if you were to ask, such as let me look up the character names again. Yeah, she goes, we have a very powerful enchantress here in Madeir. She might be able to give you some extra storage capacity or other tricks that fit into your mobile home.
That won't be necessary. I got it
Oh,
figured out.
fair enough. I'll get to work on these right away. It'll take me to craft the rods. Probably could get those done today too. That doesn't seem super complicated in their structure. The gears, I'm worried they'll take a little bit more time to make sure that they're within the right measurements and
That's fine. It'll take me a while to make the carriage anyway.
okay. I will get started on those right away. Can I think and she'll take down your name as well, Joseph model and any additional notes that you shared
Mm.
with her.
I'm sorry. Was there anything else you guys wanted?
I wanted to 4 silvered hand axes.
Okay. I have those already made. You can buy those. Let me see here. What's the cost for silver? It's 100 gold pieces for. Oh wait, no, 100 gold pieces for a silvered weapon. So
Sure.
it's gonna cost you. It'll cost you 400 gold. Then sorry, excuse me, Cronus for the four axes if you want those still.
Yep.
And I don't. How many weapons were you dropping off again, Bart? I'm sorry, it was one or two swords. or
Two
scimitars?
swords and the two scimitars and my dagger.
Okay, so that'll be 300 gold. Is that still okay with you?
Yeah, I'm giving him them 30 platinum.
All right. Is there anything else that you guys would like to do while you're here at the blacksmith?
Josel's done.
Okay. She'll thank you for your time, and she'll get back to her other project she was working on early this morning, trying to get ahead of the day before she falls behind once more. It seems. And as you guys leave, you start heading towards one of the clues or one of the people that you found to go speak to after you start digging into who might be able to put you in the right direction. And it takes you to an alchemy shop.
So be telling me, old man, what are you trying to rustle up this old timer for?
Well, I used to be an adventurer, but
Aye.
I pretty much retired when I was around my 40s. I was enjoying my peaceful life for about 20 years. About 2 months, well, almost 3 months now, I was having dinner, and these 5 people busted into my cabin, and they beat me to near death. I I don't know all their names. In fact, I only caught 2 names:
Hmm.
Threstar and Cedrum. Those were the only names I got, but I got a good look at their faces. One of them was a
What are you
woman.
looking like?
Woman was pale skin, dark brown hair. She was pretty big. She she seems be the muscle of the group apparently. There was this elven person, had copper skin, black hair with oddly green streaks in his hair. Must not be natural. Some form of camouflage, maybe. He was dressed like someone who would attack people from the trees or something. He's just very, I would say, like a nature heavy ambusher type kind of guy. There was this drow, a male drow, and nothing really specific about him. He just a stereotypical dark elf. There's this female hobgoblin. At least I think she's female. I'm not entirely sure. They kind of, they're hobgoblins. Kind of hard to tell. She had black hair with 2 white streaks. She seemed to be some sort of caster, but she has these moves like I mean, she can fight. And there was this human man, shaved head, dressed like a metal metal golem. He's just very tankish. He seemed to be the one that's calling the shots, but I'm not entirely sure which of those 2 names is belongs to who, but I've been chasing them ever since. Past 2 months, I'm pretty sure all my stuff is already been sold and not to be seen again. But that's not why I'm doing this. I'm trying to get justice. Planning on paying the amount of respect they've shown me.
Guy. While I'm in there talking to Iron Shield, I need you to tell me that you're not going to lose your cool.
To whom?
In case he happens to give me the information that I need. I don't need you running up there, getting in his face and barking.
I'm
These are
not sure.
delicate things.
Well,
In fact, I gotta speak an own separate tongue for it.
I I've been chasing these guys for months now. I'm not exactly the kind of guy who's going to ruin a lead. That's the reason why I got you and Scales here, because I know that if these type of people are going to talk to someone, it's going to be you guys. Because, like I said, my history, people don't really, people like them don't really care for me. You know, they just they'll clam up, and that's going to be very hard for me to get info.
Well, let's head on in, shall we?
All right, we go in.
All right. You guys open the door to this alchemy shop called Dolcum's Vials. And though the person behind the counter looks familiar to you, Joseph, the years have definitely worn on him, as they've worn on you, and you both are no longer young men. He's though is even older. As you see this dwarf kind of moving around, wearing fairly nice clothes. For a dwarf, he doesn't look like he spends his time here at forges, but necessarily he finds himself collecting different things or taking his interests elsewhere. And he's wearing fairly nice clothes with an expensive amulet around his neck. And as you come in, he let me actually make a check real quick. First comes in, he doesn't immediately recognize you. It takes you, unless you do anything before coming closer, it takes him to you actually coming up to his counter before he actually will recognize you, Josel. And his more professional demeanor upon your approach changes to more to a friendlier demeanor. He goes, Josel Mottle. It's been years since I've seen your face around here. How are you doing? And what brings you back to Madeira?
I'm looking for some folks.
Aren't we all? Who are
Yeah,
you? What can I help you with?
I'm
What?
uh, I'm looking for 5 individuals.
That's a lot of people, Josel.
Yeah, I know.
What? What makes you? What brings you here looking for them? You've been retired for many years. I heard last.
Yeah, well, kind of hard to be retired when all your stuff has been stolen.
I see. Um, he kind of just just from that those words, just kind of even though he knows you guys are his only customers, it still takes a moment to pause and make sure that your friends are good company to discuss this further. He kind of looks like he's sizing Bart up and Cronus a little bit. Cronus and Bart, are you guys doing anything specific besides just kind of standing near Josel, or are you guys trying to do anything else?
I'm going to be trying to upright myself, make myself look a little bigger.
Okay. Uh, you just kind of broaden your shoulders, make sure you have good posture. You're just trying to make yourself as large as possible, and go ahead and just just go ahead and make an intimidation check. And you're not trying to like bully this guy. I get it. I'm just trying to see how noticeable it is to him. Okay. Um, he takes note of both of you in the room and he refocuses his eyes on you, Josel. I assume we are in good company to talk. Continue forward, friend.
Yeah, I handpicked them.
Okay, then we can talk. What do you know about these people that you're looking for?
There's this human woman, an elf, a drow, a hobgoblin woman, and a human paladin. I'm not sure if they're still traveling together or not, but if they are, that's a pretty colorful group right there. They most likely stand out. Wondering if you've seen or heard anything about them.
So, and do you have? I mean, there's a pretty general, but yes, you're right. That is a colorful group, and he starts to think. How long ago did this happen again? You said
Almost 3 months now.
I definitely would remember a drow. Those don't come through here very often, very frequently. Like you said, that would stand out like a sore thumb. I'm not sure if I heard anything. I know heard of a drow here in town about 2 weeks ago, but not about 3 months ago. Um, I don't- what would they maybe be? Do you have any descriptions of them, or names, or details
I
about
got
them?
two names, but I don't know who's who. There's a Drestar and Sidrum.
Sidrum. Now that sounds familiar. He's thinking really hard, trying to recollect, and he goes, "You know what? I do remember a wood elf that came through here several months ago, asking for things that you know that we are not allowed to trade in capital city Madeira, unless I know who you are." As he just kind of gives you a little wink, and he goes, "They came in here asking to buy asses uh, and other alchemy potions and stuff, but then they started wanting poisons and stuff. And then Joseph, I'm not a fool, and it's illegal to sell those things, those type of things here in Madeira. So of course I turned him away. I knew him from no other person.
I'm going to incite that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay.
You gather that he is uh, telling the truth that he didn't sell to him. Uh, he's pretty laying it on pretty thick that obviously he does sell it to the people. He just doesn't deal with people he doesn't know or doesn't trust.
Mm.
Surely a businessman like yourself must have some mighty competition. You know who would be willing to sell to some nefarious characters.
Oh, indeed. But well as I do, just so you don't find him, he finds you. So if anyone was able to have, you said he was trying to possibly sell some of your stuff before he got here to Madeira, or do you think he offloaded it before he got here?
I'm not entirely sure.
Well, if he hadn't sold it by then there's only one person that would probably deal with uh that would be able to go find someone like that comes into town. If you're seeking audience with him, I could set something up for you.
Who is this person?
Joseph, we go back a long way, but I don't know if I can share his name. That's really not to my place.
He looks over to Bart.
Uh, Come on now. He's going to try talking thieves' cant to alchemist. We're talking someone like a mother or father who may have to be, with their children for a bit. Basically, he's asking, are they some big superior in a guild?
Yes. So he'll answer your question kind of in thieves can in the sense that you're both speaking in code at this point, and he do a persuasion check real quick. I just want to see how immediately chummy he is with you or not. Just okay. He he's kind of he's not surprised by you speaking at these, but he's just kind of like he wasn't immediately prepared. But seeing that you're fluent in that language, he's immediately responding and talking to you in code. And yes, he is a pretty prominent figure within the guild, thieves guild here in Madeir.
Mm,
Being that it's the capital, he'll say that it's very seedy. Dealings is not as easy to come go by with the royal guard and everything right breathing down your neck. But there's someone that makes do with the short leash that they're given.
well, if you can be getting into them, be sure to let them know that this is personal. 5 candles for a birthday party. This is going to be hopefully a small, intimate gathering, but you know these things can go loud.
Indeed. Where are you? I'm sure they'll have no problem fighting you, but are you have a place that you are staying at while you're here in Madeira, Josel? And how long are you sticking around?
It's gonna be a little while. I planning on doing some crafting.
It'll take long for our friend to find you if that's who you'd like me to send your way.
I was more hoping that I'll find him.
Mm, you know this not how these things necessarily work, but what is your message that's so urgent for him?
Not message. I just have questions.
I'll get the message out as soon as possible then, and make sure it's of utmost urgency.
I'm actually gonna step forward and be like, to prove the urgency, I'm gonna lower my waistband down and show my mark and tell them that this is important business, and see if that maybe helps expedite the process.
I have to roll this real quick to see if he knows anything about that symbol.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's somewhat familiar.
He was a member.
I understand that reference.
His waistband. I'm on that team too. No, uh, he being very far away from that though. He doesn't know the intimate details, but he does know of the symbol, and he's oh, are you part of a guild of your own? That seems to be the wrong guild to be a part of, from what I hear.
Sometimes you gotta do what you have to do.
That's how we all get ahead. Someone always has to lose, don't they? Just so I'll make this I'll make this urgent. I promise you, for old time's sake. I will try to find a way to reach out to this person and have them find you as soon as they can. They usually like quiet settings, so it's probably going to be where you um, hang your hat for the evening,
All right.
or sooner, depending on what they can do. Um, is there anything else I can answer for you, friend, while you're here?
Yeah, I believe my friend here, and he shrugs, looks over to Cronus. Like, I think he wants some poisons.
Again, checking the room, even though you guys are, what are you looking for? I'm not saying I have them, but we're among friends right now. What are you seeking, Cronus? You said his name, right?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, what are
Joseph
you?
will not call him by his name.
Yeah,
To him, Cronus is Scales.
well, if you did give him a name, he'll just generically ask you, Cronus, if there's something specific you're looking for.
While we're here, um, something natural, not you have to make with chemicals.
Just generic poison.
Something that has to be harvested, not something you necessarily have to make.
So just poisons from like one of the general animals or something, not like a
Yeah.
brood poison. Okay. Let me see here. I did not prepare anything for that. Let me look at the poison sheet real quick. All right. You do find some. You'll find he'll offer some serpent venom. Sorry, can't talk. Serpent venom. He'll also be able to sell you some crawler mucus, and last but not least, let me double check. That is what he'll have actually for now.
And how much are those?
So he has 3 vials of the serpent venom. Those are 200 gold pieces each, and that is per dose. So uh, that would, I guess, be 200 gold pieces per. That's one charge for the serpent venom, and then you'll have. Let's see here. The crawler mucus was 200 gold pieces a dose as well.
Joseph's gonna slap down 50 platinum. Keep the change.
Uh, oh,
Could
okay.
have actually. I could have actually gotten us a discount.
Just double check that math. So 50 platinum is
500.
500 gold pieces, right? So,
Uh-huh.
so how many of the vials are you buying?
What was it 200 worth on one, and there's 200 worth on the other?
There will be 600 for the serpent venom, and there is another 600 worth for crawler mucus. So there's a total of 1,200 gold worth of poison there. Well, he's willing to sell. You don't have to buy all 1,200, but each
Well, he's
each
going to get
dose is 200, and there's
yeah,
3 of each.
he's going to get the spend 400 gold worth of the was it the what the snake venom? What
Serpent
Make this
venom,
easy.
serpent?
I'm just gonna go ahead. How much is platinum worth? Is it 10 gold
10.
piece?
10,
Yep.
10
Gold.
gold, 1 platinum. Yep.
Alright, so let's see. He put down 400, so 800 would be what? 80 platinum?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and drop the rest of that, and I'll just take all of it.
Okay. All right. You have a total of 6 doses. 3 doses of the serpent venom and 3 doses of the crawler mucus. And do you need the item cards for those still?
No, I got that one sheet that I sent you that has all of it. No, that one PDF file.
This is, I think, for that PDF file. I'll send it to you just in case.
Okay.
I could have gotten him to give us like a discount or something better. We could have just like tasted the poison because I'm immune to it and be like, this doesn't work at all. What are you trying to push on us?
Well, we might need his contact again, so
Yeah.
best to keep him happy.
I mean, I will say I was not planning on buying anything while we were here.
Yeah.
But it works.
Well, gentlemen, I think now we need to get some lumber. And scene.
Okay, there you go. Curtis, I sent that stuff over to you. Uh, is there anything else you guys would like to do before, or do you guys want to regroup with the girls after that, or you guys are gonna go try to find some trees and chop them down now, or go find lumber somehow?
I'm going to purchase some lumber.
Okay. All right. Uh, you guys will go off after leaving his house, and we'll switch back over to Faye, Anika, and Lorna. We have just a few more minutes. Do you guys want to go ahead and uh, take take up where we left off, where you guys have found the nobles that represent the Firebrand family, Firehorn
Sure.
family? What would you guys like to do?
So this is it.
So this is it.
Yeah. Surprisingly super easy to find.
It was very easy to find. I thought it would be a lot harder. I thought we'd have to spend a few days.
I mean, it sounds like he's from a well-known family, so
How did all of you survive without me then? This
I-
was like child's play.
I have no idea. To
I
be
have
honest.
no clue either. I'm just glad
I
you're
mean-
back.
Yeah, this is a lot better.
Yes. So, Lorna will take the sword out of the bag of holding and put it on her back, so she at least has it there.
Now, do we want to hold it in our back? Do we want to carry it and present it to them?
Oh no, I'll present it to them. They just, if they see it, then they'll recognize it, hopefully. I will, take out... Shit, what do I have? I don't think I really have anything other than a bedroll, and a bedroll doesn't look nice. Oh, I have the needles! Oh, Faye, can you make me, like, a really nice silk red, piece of cloth?
Hang on a moment.
What?
About that. Before bed, I had to get started on something.
Excuse
As
me?
as they're doing this, I'm gonna go just buy some silk.
Okay.
We're in the
We
upper
could also-
district.
We'll find silk here. We can buy it. We got money now.
Okay.
We got money. We can make it rain up in this bitch.
I was so surprised at how much you guys threw down for poison. I'm like, oh my god. No.
You're really that surprised?
Are you really surprised that Cronus would
No.
want that much poison?
No, I'm not
I mean,
surprised at all.
I legit was not planning on buying anything.
I know, but like, oh, I can't.
1,200 gold on poison.
It was hard enough for me to put down 400 on silvered hand axes. But, yeah, so we'll find like a nice dark red crimson that kind of match Ezekiel's outfit. I will wrap the sword in that, tie it with some nice gold string, and not like present, but like ceremonially. And I
Okay.
guess we're headed to the main house if we can.
Yeah, we'll follow. I think we'll each do something to kind of make it look nice.
Yeah.
Make it not smell like it's been in seawater for the last 2 weeks.
Yes, smells
Um,
nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, to be fair, I will mention we met this man on a jungle island.
That is true.
Aye.
So you
Shame.
guys are approaching the house where the nobles are, then, where the family is found.
Uh-huh.
Correct.
You guys knock at the door. Moments pass before you see uh, a older man. Seeing Ezekiel or knowing Ezekiel, you expect a little bit of someone that might look like him, but this man does not seem to bear any of the same kind of demonic features that Ezekiel did. But he clearly seems to be the butler or the servant of the home, and he'll open up and kind of immediately have his eyes at the ground. And like, who may I ask is calling upon the Firehorn family?
We are from the group of Kaharuda. I am Lorna McKinley. This is
Um,
Theodore Bonray and Anika Sweettooth. Um, we come looking for the head of the house in regards to Ezekiel.
The name registers with him, and but he'll say, "Come in, come in. I will go see the lead of the house. She'll be right with us here very soon. Please make yourself comfortable." And he will excuse himself and leave you guys to kind of the foyer of the house. You guys look around the room. It's got pictures and things, artwork hanging on the walls that kind of depict the family, or well, men and women that are in battle. And you see some of these men that have tiefling features, so you imagine it's all related to Firehorn. And it's just pretty decent size. It's pretty huge painting. It's pretty imposing in the foyer. Is there anything you guys like to do while you wait?
Can we see any pictures of Ezekiel in here?
yeah, do we see any pictures of Ezekiel?
Oh,
You
yeah.
do not.
What? Oh.
That's odd.
Not really. This is the guy who didn't tell us his name for like 3 days.
That is true.
And then you eventually do see a older woman uh, come down the stairs wearing uh, a black dress with some red trim, and she will speak to you as she kind of descends the staircase to the room that you all are in, and says, "Karuda, you guys have been here less than 12 hours, and I've already heard things about you. What brings you to the House Firehorn?"
Well,
Only
if we,
good things.
I wish it was on more pleasant matters. There's, if we
More
were,
more rarely allows that.
of course, we came to inform you that our companion Ezekiel fell in battle. We're here to, as one of his last requests, he requests us to return his sword to his family.
I
Fallen.
will lower down to Wendy and kind of hold out the sword.
She'll call to her help to kind of come and take the sword from you. How did he fall?
We were below the ocean trying to help the resistance in Atlantis. We got separated in some caves. He went down a tunnel before any of us could follow. He kept going forward on his own. Eventually, he fell in battle. We didn't exactly see which one dealt the blow, but we made it there. Just, just not enough time to help.
His brashness and foolishness seems to catch up with him still, even after he left the house. I do appreciate you returning the sword. It is a family sword, so we will return it to his parents. But my nephew did not leave on the best terms. I don't. I hope you don't find me a cold woman, but I was, even though he left on not the best terms. death is not what I wished for my nephew. Thank you for returning the blade to us. I'll make sure that it returns to his mother and father at. Sorry, I want to mess up the name of the place. I'll return it back to his family in Serrato's Pass.
That
I
would
give a
be
nod.
that would be much appreciated. He was an immense help when he was with us, even though it was brief.
He was with you, Karuda. The thing that I've heard so highly of, that you stormed Atlantis and returned with the royal family. My nephew was with the same group.
Absolutely.
He was.
He was a wonderful help. He saved us many times in battle. And we regret that we couldn't save him.
Perhaps we judged too harshly, and we should have patched things up before time was too late. But I'm glad that he found his way in his final days. Well, thank you for returning the blade. If there is nothing else I can help you with, I shall return back to what I was doing before you arrived.
You said you heard our names. In what relation?
All the nobles are talking about. You guys arrived in the middle of the night without escort under the cloak of night, somehow getting past the blockades set up by the pirates and the capital ships. You passed right through and roved in the middle of the night and seeked audience with the royal family in no time. It caused quite a stir when you arrived.
That was just last night, right? Not the time before.
It was early in the morning that day. You guys arose at like midnight and went to bed at like 1 or 2 in the morning.
Shocking how we keep coming back in more surprising ways than we arrive.
Really
think
true.
I think that's what the nobles like about you and your group.
At least they
Oh.
like us this time.
Ah,
Well,
nobles like us.
seems like you are here to help Espa in our time of need. While I know the world is fighting, we running off into the distance, we must figure out a plan, and I hope that you're sticking around to help us fight with whatever might come our way next.
I think for sure we can help with a plan. As for fighting, well, when you have something uniquely skilled for certain things, you don't just keep them in one area.
I'm sure if your prowess helped you in Atlantis, we could definitely use your help against the and Serrato's Pass for sure. But
I'm sure you could.
I know there will be many people probably wanting your skills as soon as possible.
It's the nice thing about not being soldiers. We take our own orders. But thank you for your help, and I'm sorry for your loss.
She'll nod to you. And if you guys are you guys heading out after that, or do you want to have anything else they wanted to ask?
Nope. Too many sad people for the day.
All right. So as you guys leave the residence, we'll go ahead and call the session there. That was awesome. That was a fun time, guys. I know you got kind of
That was.
pulled so, but that was a lot of fun. Just kind of role playing and seeing where you guys went. As I expected, you guys went places I wasn't necessarily prepared for, but luckily I was able to take care of that, which was really exciting.